For centuries, humanity has looked up at the night sky with a sense of profound wonder. We built giant telescopes, launched advanced rovers to Mars, and spent billions of dollars searching for alien life forms in the freezing vacuum of space. But in our obsession with the stars, we made a massive oversight. We forgot that nearly 70% of our own planet is covered by water. And today, more than 80% of our oceans remain completely unmapped, unobserved, and unexplored. As you leave the sunlit surface and descend into the ocean, you quickly realize that Earth has a basement. At 650 feet, the last rays of sunlight begin to choke out. This is the twilight zone. But by the time you pass 3,300 feet, you enter a realm known as the midnight zone. Here, the temperature hovers just above freezing, and the water pressure is so immense it feels like having an entire fleet of commercial airplanes stacked directly on your chest. To humans, this is a hellscape of absolute darkness and crushing weight. But to the things that live here, it is home. And the deeper we go, the more the laws of biology seem to shatter. Today, we are descending into the dark abyss to explore 5 deep-sea anomalies that prove nature is far stranger than any science fiction. Our first stop takes us to a depth of roughly 2,000 feet. Floating in the shadows is a creature that scientists didn't fully understand for nearly half a century. Macropina microstoma, commonly known as the barrel-eye fish. If you look at this fish for the first time, your brain will completely lie to you. You will notice 2 small indentations on the front of its face and naturally assume those are its eyes. They aren't. Those are actually its olfactory organs essentially, its nostrils. To find its real eyes, you have to look directly inside its own head. The entire top of the barrel-eye's head is a completely transparent, fluid-filled shield like the glass cockpit of a stealth fighter jet. Inside this dome sit 2 large, glowing green cylinders. Those are its eyes. For decades, marine biologists believed these barrel-shaped eyes were locked in a fixed position, looking only straight up to spot the faint silhouettes of prey swimming against the dim light from the surface. But using advanced, remotely operated vehicles, researchers made a groundbreaking discovery. These glowing green tubes can actually rotate. When the fish detects a small jellyfish, its eyes turn forward, tracking the prey like a heat-seeking missile system. This bizarre design allows the Borelli to live in total darkness. While possessing a visual system that can filter out distracting light and lock onto the faintest bioluminescence, it is a living anomaly fish that literally looks through its own forehead to see the world. If we drop down even deeper to the flat, barren plains of the ocean floor, we encounter a creature that triggers a primal fear in anyone who dislikes insects. Meet the giant isopod in your backyard. You might find pilbegs or woodlystini, harmless little creatures that roll into a ball when you disturb them. The giant isopod is their deep-sea cousin, except it can grow up to 20 inches long and weigh nearly 4 pounds. This terrifying increase in size is due to a biological phenomenon known as deep-sea gigantism, where creatures in high-pressure cold environments grow vastly larger than their shallow water relatives to conserve heat and energy. Down here, food doesn't grow. There are no plants, no algae, and no sunlight. The entire ecosystem relies on what scientists call marine snow, a continuous shower of organic debris drifting down from the upper ocean. But every now and then, a biological miracle happens. A dead whale sinks to the bottom. Within hours, giant isopods emerge from the darkness like prehistoric scavengers. They use their powerful, heavy-duty jaws to tear through tough flesh and bone, eating so much that they can barely walk. But here is the true anomaly, because meals like this are incredibly rare. The giant isopod has evolved one of the slowest metabolisms on Earth in a controlled study. A captive giant isopod went completely without food for 5 straight years. It didn't lose weight, it didn't wither. A wet simply shut down its energy consumption and waited. They don't just survive the abyss, they outlast time itself. No deep-sea exploration is complete without the undisputed nightmare of the bathypelagic zone, the anglerfish. Living up to 6,000 feet down, this creature looks like it was engineered specifically for a horror movie. It possesses an expandable stomach, highly elastic skin, and long translucent teeth that fold backward, meaning that once prey enters its mouth, there is physically no way out. The anglerfish uses a modified piece of its spine that extends over its eyes like a fishing rod. The tip of this rod glows, powered by millions of symbiotic bioluminescent bacteria. In a world where light means life, smaller organisms are drawn to this glowing beacon like moths to a flame. By the time they realize the light is attached to a monster, it's already too late. However, the most disturbing fact about the anglerfish isn't how it hunts, it's how it reproduces. Every famous photograph, drawing, or video you have ever seen of an anglerfish is a female. The males are vastly different. They are tiny, born without a fishing rod, and possess a completely non-functional digestive system. A male anglerfish is born with only one purpose: purpose: find a female before he starves to death. He tracks her scent through the pitch black, and when he finally locates her, he bites into her underbelly and refuses to let go. Over the next few weeks, his body releases a specialized enzyme that literally melts his own mouth, fusing his skin, flesh, and blood vessels directly with hers. He becomes a permanent parasite. His eyes wither away, his internal organs dissolve, and he becomes nothing more than a living appendage that provides sperm whenever the female is ready to reproduce. It is the ultimate, terrifying definition of codependency, guys. The goblin shark. This creature looks like a relic from the age of dinosaurs, sporting a distinct blade-like snout protruding from its forehead and a pale pinkish skin tone caused by blood vessels showing through its translucent skin. But the true anomaly of the goblin shark lies in its terrifying hunting mechanism. Most sharks have to move their entire body forward to bite their prey. The goblin shark does not. It possesses a highly specialized jaw protrusion system, powered by elastic ligaments. When a fish swims too close to its sensitive snout, the goblin shark's jaws literally catapult out of its face. The rohang drops down and snaps forward at lightning speed, extending several inches away from its skull, like the inner mouth of the alien from the movie Alien. Once the needle-sharp teeth snag the prey, the entire jaw snaps back into its face in the blink of an eye. It is an ambush predator engineered by millions of years of darkness, ensuring that even the swiftest prey cannot escape its reach. In the upper world, animals are incredibly careful about what they eat. They judge the size of their prey, ensuring it can icily pass down their throat. But at 10,000 feet below, beggars cannot be choosers. Out of this pure desperation comes our fifth anomaly, the black swallower. This fish is relatively small, usually measuring no more than 10 inches in length. It looks completely unremarkable until you see it hunt. The black swallower is equipped with an incredibly loose double-hinged jaw and a highly elastic stomach made of unique tissue that can expand to impossible proportions. When the black swallower encounters another fish, it doesn't care if the prey is larger than itself. In fact, it routinely attacks and swallows fish that are twice its length and up to 10 times its mass whole. To put that into perspective, that is the equivalent of an average human opening their mouth and swallowing an entire fully grown adult cow in a single continuous gulp. But this extreme superpower comes with a fatal design flaw. Sometimes, the black swallower's ambition gets the best of it. If it swallows a fish that is too large, its stomach cannot produce digestive acids fast enough to break it down. The prey begins to rot and decompose inside the live fish's belly before it can be digested. This decomposition releases gases that inflate the stomach like a helium balloon. The fish loses its buoyancy, gets forced to float helplessly toward the surface, and eventually dies as its own stomach literally bursts from the pressure inside. The deeper we go, the more we realize that the abyss is not a barren desert. It is a canvas of evolutionary wonders that mock our conventional understanding of biology. These 5 anomalies are just the ones we have managed to capture on camera. Glimpses of a world hidden under billions of gallons of water. It makes you think, if creatures like the barrel-eye fish or the anglerfish exist right here on Earth, what kind of unimaginable life forms could be lurking in the oceans of distant moons like Europa or Enceladus? The deep sea reminds us that the universe doesn't need alien planets to surprise us. We just need to look down. Every single time an advanced submarine or a research robot reaches the bottom of an ocean trench, the rules of science are rewritten. We are not just exploring the ocean, we are exploring the limits of what life can endure. Now, it's your turn to join the conversation. Which of these 5 anomalies fascinated you the most? Would you ever dare to descend into the pitch black void of the Midnight Zone if given the chance? Let us know your thoughts and theories in the comments below. We read every single one of them. If this journey into the dark gave you goosebumps, or if you learned something new today, please hit that like button. It helps the channel out immensely. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss our next descent into the unknown. Thank you for watching, stay curious, and we will see you in the next exploration.